The most dangerous cartel boss today does not need a gun. He does not need a territory. He does not need soldiers standing on street corners in the freezing cold waiting for orders. He needs one thing: Wi-Fi from a dark room and a single laptop. He can drain bank accounts, crash entire companies, and move millions in cryptocurrency without leaving a single fingerprint, without crossing a single border, and without ever showing his face to a single person he has stolen from. This is the digital mafia, the most profitable criminal enterprise in human history. And today, we break down exactly what your life looks like at every rank inside a cyber cartel. From the very bottom, where a broke student opens his bank account for a stranger online and thinks he is doing something harmless, all the way to the top, where a man in a penthouse watches money flow across 6 continents in real time and has never once been arrested for any of it. Here is a number that I need you to sit with for a moment before we go any further. Cybercrime generates more than $8 trillion every single year. 8 trillion, that is more than the GDP of every country on Earth except the United States and China. More than the entire global drug trade, more than arms trafficking, more than every other form of organized crime combined. And unlike the traditional criminal organizations we have covered on this channel, the digital mafia does not need territory. It does not need to bribe local police. It does not need decades of history or ancient oaths or tattoos that mark membership permanently on the body. It needs talented, desperate, or simply greedy human beings with internet access. And there is an unlimited supply of all three. The cyber cartel operates exactly like every other criminal hierarchy we have exposed on Dark Ranks. There are ranks. There are paychecks. There are consequences for failure and rewards for loyalty. But what makes this hierarchy unlike anything we have covered before is this: the higher you climb, the more invisible you become. In the Bratva, the Pakan is known. In the Yakuza, the Oyabin is revered. In the Triads, the Dragon Head is feared. In the digital mafia, the man at the very top has a face that no law enforcement agency on Earth has ever successfully photographed in connection with his crimes. Because he designed the system specifically so that his face never needs to appear anywhere at all. Let us walk every rank, starting at the bottom, where the danger is maximum, the pay is minimum, and the people above you are counting on the fact that you do not fully understand what you have walked into. Rank 1, the Money Mule. Level 1, the Money Mule. And before I tell you what this rank involves, I want to tell you how recruitment into this position works, because it is one of the most sophisticated and deliberately deceptive entry points into any criminal organization we have ever covered on this channel. You did not answer an ad that said join a criminal network. You answered an ad that said work from home, flexible hours, no experience necessary, earn up to $2,000 a month processing payments for an international financial services company. The job description sounded entirely legitimate. The person who contacted you seemed professional. They used company letterhead. They had a website. They may have even conducted a formal interview. And by the time you understood what you had actually agreed to, your bank account details were already in the hands of people who were about to use them in ways that would make you criminally liable whether you understood what was happening or not. Your job as a money mule is this: money from victims, people whose accounts have been hacked, whose credit cards have been stolen, whose life savings have been drained through fraud, arrives in your bank account. You withdraw it in cash or transfer it to another account you have been given. You keep a small percentage, somewhere between 5 and 10% of whatever passes through. And you tell yourself that you are just processing payments, that you do not know where the money came from, that surely the responsibility lies with whoever sent it, not with you. The law disagrees with you completely. Your estimated monthly income at this level is between $500 and $2,000. Your chance of being caught by law enforcement is 70%, the highest of any rank in the entire cyber cartel structure. And if you are caught, you are looking at between 3 and 10 years in prison for money laundering charges, regardless of how little you knew, regardless of how convincingly you were deceived, and regardless of the fact that the people who actually designed the scheme will never be in the same courtroom as you. Because that is exactly how the system was designed. You are the first door law enforcement knocks on, and the people above you built the entire structure specifically so that your door is the only one anyone can find. Drop your answer in the comments right now. If you received that job offer, professional looking, well written, seemingly legitimate, would you have known it was a scam? Rank to the operator. Level 2, the operator, one level above the money mule, and separated from that level by a gap in both technical skill and criminal sophistication that most people never fully cross. The operator is not a victim of deception the way the money mule often is. The operator knows exactly what they are doing. They chose this, and they are very good at it. These are the technically skilled criminals who form the operational backbone of the cyber cartel. They run phishing campaigns that send millions of fraudulent emails simultaneously, each one carefully designed to look exactly like a legitimate communication from a bank, a government agency, a shipping company, or any other institution whose name triggers automatic trust in the person receiving it. They build fake banking websites so precise in their replication of the real thing that security researchers with years of experience have been briefly fooled by them. They deploy ransomware attacks against hospitals, corporations, government agencies, and schools, encrypting every file in the target system, demanding payment in cryptocurrency before the decryption key is provided. They manage stolen data, enormous databases of usernames, passwords, credit card numbers, social security numbers, and personal information harvested from breaches affecting millions of people, sorting it, verifying it, and selling it to other criminal actors or using it directly in fraud operations. Your estimated monthly income at this level ranges from $5,000 to $50,000, sometimes significantly more depending on the scale and success of your operations. Your chance of being caught drops to around 40% compared to the money mule's 70%, because you are operating behind layers of technical obfuscation that make tracing activity back to a specific individual genuinely difficult for investigators without specialized cybercrime expertise. But difficult is not impossible, and the prison sentences at this level, between 5 and 20 years in most jurisdictions, reflect the fact that law enforcement understands exactly how much damage a single skilled operator can cause. To the cyber cartel, you are valuable. Your skills are rare enough that you are treated with a degree of respect that the money mule below you never receives. To the victims of your operations, businesses that never recovered, individuals whose savings disappeared, hospitals that could not access patient records during emergencies, you are an invisible ghost behind a screen. And that invisibility is both your greatest professional asset and your most significant moral choice. Rank 3, the broker. Level 3, the broker. And this is the rank that transforms everything the levels below it produce from a criminal operation into something that looks, from every external angle, like legitimate wealth. Because stolen money is not useful money. Not yet. Stolen money exists in a form that law enforcement can trace, that financial institutions can flag, that governments can freeze. The broker's job is to change that. Permanently, your specialty is making dirty money look clean. You use shell companies registered in jurisdictions specifically chosen because their corporate transparency laws make beneficial ownership almost impossible to establish. You use fake invoices between companies that exist only on paper, creating the appearance of legitimate business transactions that justify the movement of funds. You use cryptocurrency mixers, services that take digital currency and blend it with other currency from thousands of different sources, making the transaction history impossible to follow without access to computational resources that most law enforcement agencies do not have. You use offshore bank accounts in countries where banking secrecy is still a genuine legal protection rather than a theoretical one. You speak the language of bankers and the language of hackers simultaneously. You understand financial regulation, well enough to operate just below the threshold that triggers automatic reporting. You understand blockchain technology well enough to route funds through pathways that are technically traceable, but practically untraceable given the resources available to the agencies looking for them. Your estimated monthly income at this level ranges from $20,000 to over $100,000. Your chance of being caught drops to around 30%, not because your activities are less visible, but because the financial complexity you create as a professional defense makes building a prosecutable case against you an enormously resource-intensive undertaking that most agencies cannot justify against every target simultaneously. Without you, the digital mafia is just numbers on a screen that nobody can spend. With you, those numbers become supercars registered to holding companies, mansions purchased through trusts whose beneficiaries are listed as other trusts, and private jets chartered through travel agencies that exist specifically to provide one additional layer of distance between the money and the man who controls it. Rank 4, the Cyber Kingpin. Level 4, the Cyber Kingpin, the top, the architect. The man who built the entire system that everyone below him operates within. And I want to tell you something about the Cyber Kingpin that separates this position from every other leadership rank we have covered on Dark Ranks, because it is the detail that makes this the most remarkable criminal achievement of the modern era. He may not have a criminal record at all, not a minor offense, not an old charge from years ago, nothing, because he designed his operation specifically so that his hands never touch anything that can be directly connected to a crime. No tattoos, no flashy cars registered in his own name. No public profile that connects him to the organizations he controls. Sometimes not even a social media presence. He hides behind layers of brokers, operators, and mules, each layer knowing only what it needs to know to perform its function and nothing about the layers above it. He does not send phishing emails himself. He built the infrastructure that other people use to send them. He does not move stolen money himself. He built the financial channels that brokers use to clean it. He does not recruit money mules himself. He built the systems that generate the fake job advertisements that find them automatically. He builds networks, and then he lets other people take the risks that operating those networks creates. Your estimated monthly income at this level is between $200,000 and amounts that are genuinely difficult to calculate because the financial structures involved are specifically designed to make calculation impossible. Your chance of being caught is approximately 10%. And if you are caught, you are looking at between 20 years and life in prison because courts in multiple jurisdictions have begun treating cyber cartel leadership with the same sentencing framework previously reserved for violent organized crime bosses. When one cell of your operation is caught, and cells get caught regularly, you replace them quietly and the machine keeps running. You watch this from wherever you have chosen to be, which may be a penthouse in a city with no extradition treaty, or a modest apartment in a country where your real identity is entirely unknown. Watching global money flows in real time on multiple monitors and making adjustments with the calm precision of someone managing a legitimate investment portfolio. Because from his perspective, that is exactly what it is. For Ranks, one network, an empire that generates more money than any traditional criminal organization in human history without requiring a single bullet, a single border crossing, or a single face-to-face confrontation. From a scared money mule refreshing his bank balance, waiting to see if the deposit arrived, not fully understanding that the moment it does his criminal liability begins, all the way to a silent kingpin watching global flows in real time from a location that no investigation has ever successfully identified. The cyber cartel was not built on violence. It was built on something more powerful than violence. It was built on the gap between how fast technology moves and how fast the law moves. And that gap, measured in years of legislative delay and decades of prosecutorial learning curves, is the most valuable real estate in the criminal world today. Every rank in a cyber cartel trades freedom for money, but the system is designed so that the lowest levels trade the most freedom for the least money. Well, the real architects, the men who built the system, trade almost nothing at all. This was your life inside the digital mafia, every rank, every dollar, every consequence. Now tell me in the comments, which rank do you think is the most dangerous to hold? Not the most exposed, the most dangerous. Because the answer is not the rank at the bottom. Subscribe to Dark Ranks, because next time we go inside an organization older than any government currently operating on Earth. An organization whose rules have never been written down but have never once been forgotten. You will not want to miss it.